Hello and welcome back to Oblivion. Today we're going to be attempting to replace one of the Dukes of Mania, or Dementia.
Flesh Atronox.
What did you require?
Information.
Interesting. Not many wish to hear about such things, but I would be glad to oblige. Becoming the Duke of Dementia requires passage through the ritual of accession, specific guidelines set forth by Arden Sul himself.
Really?
Seldom is the subject ever Wait a moment. Did you want to hear the history of the ritual?
Please explain the ritual's history.
As it happened so many years ago, my lord Arden Sul suspected a traitor in his midst. Not wishing to find himself on the wrong end of a blade, he gathered his flock here in the Sacellum. By poisoning the sacramental wine, Arden Sul was able to suppress any such conspiracy in one fell swoop.
He killed them all, did he?
Yes. He then removed their hearts from their bodies and used his ancient scrying technique, known as visceromancy, to read their lifeblood. When Arden Sul couldn't divine the traitors' true nature in their hearts, he became distraught and took his own life in the same way. From that day on, the ritual of accession for the throne of Dementia was set.
So I have to kill a lot of people and die?
Very well. Spoken like a true son of the Demented. To become the ruler of Dementia, the current leader's heart must be cut out and brought to the altar of Arden Sul in the Sacellum. Once this is done, I can pronounce the heart-bearer a duke or duchess. Then, all that is required is the blessing of our lord Sheogorath.
Alright. I have spoken with the High Priest of Dementia. The ritual of ascension for Dementia is simple. Syl would have to be slain by the proposed successor, and a heart brought to the altar of Arden Sul at the Celerium. I should now speak with Vernon and learn of Mania's ritual.
I'm disappointed in your choice. Why you would choose to honor the fetid madness of Dementia is beyond my understanding.
And mine. Right, the ritual.
An important part of our history, my friend. I would be glad to tell the tale if you have a moment.
Go for it.
Arden Sul was perhaps the greatest duke to walk our land. Many years ago, he decided to hold a night of absolute indulgence, resplendent with dance, wine, and sex, to celebrate his fondness for his brethren. The green moat flowed like water in a stream as the revelers voraciously succumbed to its rapturous ways.
In excess it could be.
But it was. As the bacchanal reached a crescendo, the people began to clutch their chests as their very hearts exploded. The green moat had taken its toll. The ground stained a deep crimson as the sanguine liquid flowed from their lifeless bodies. To represent that night, when the ruler of Mania is to be replaced, he partakes of the green moat and allows his lifeblood to flow upon the altar.
Tell me what to do.
Certainly. When the ruler of Mania has decided it is time, he will choose a successor from his court. The successor is invited to a huge celebration, a night of hedonistic revelry, wine, song, and of course, green moat. During this, the exiting regent imbibes 3 doses of the potent drug. This causes his heart to burst, and his lifeblood flows from his body. The successor then gathers the drug-tainted blood and brings it to the altar of Arden Sul in the Sacellum. Once this is done, I will proclaim the successor a duke or duchess. Then Sheogorath gives his blessing, and the cycle is completed.
I see. I've spoken with the other High Priest of Mania. Or the High Priest of Mania. The ritual of ascension for Mania requires the current ruler to commit suicide by taking 3 doses of Greenmode, which is lethal. Then his drug-tainted blood must be brought to the altar of Arden Sul at the Solarium. After I decide which ritual to undertake, I should return to Sheogorath and inform him of my choice. I kind of dislike both the rulers immensely.
I'm disappointed in your...
Arden Sul.
Yes, Arden Sul. Doesn't the name simply roll wonderfully off the tongue? He was the sovereign of thought and a regnant artist. To call him a simple craftsman would not suffice. Know him as the artificer superior. Words dripped like honey from his tongue, and his songs were intoned with extraordinary verisimilitude. Had we been blessed with his constant presence, the Isles would be a maniac's paradise.
That sounds wonderful.
Tread the humble path and find enlightenment.
Right.
You chose well. The great torch shines with the luster of dementia and the glory of Sheogorath. Blasphemy! Never utter the name of the dark deceiver lightly. Though his body is beyond oblivion, his soul encircles us, always watching, waiting to pounce with lethal aplomb. He is the bringer of pain and pleasure, the blade that cuts through our sins like a scythe through wheat. Only a true demented can appreciate what it means to render his name.
Okay.
Pleasure and pain be with you.
I think initially I was going to replace the Duke of Mania. But I do dislike the Duchess of Dementia. But I also dislike the Duke of Mania. Well, I let the fire full of people of Dementia, I may as well take over the opposing side and empower them as well, I guess. Why not?
You're back! How nice for you! Does that mean you've made a decision? Or are you lost? Suicidal? Just let me know.
Also, Mania fits me a lot less, so
A friendly word of warning before you choose.
that would be fitting.
Once you've decided which duke to replace, there's no turning back. One choice. No more. No less. Try not to do something stupid. So which is it? What will it be? Mania? Dementia? The suspense is killing me! Or you, if I have to keep waiting.
I don't really want to go through the trial of Mania, though. I would rather just fight. I don't know, this is the realm of the Mad God, so I should go for the one least fitting, I suppose.
A safer choice, perhaps. Maybe you'll live through this. Théoden's a bit lost these days. Not that it's a bad thing. It suits him. Until now. Besides, won't it be a grand surprise when you make his heart burst from too much green moat? Théoden loves surprises. Théoden may be in a constant state of euphoria, but I wouldn't underestimate his intelligence. This is so much fun!
Yep. Grey March?
It'll be in full swing soon. Excited? You shouldn't be. It's the death of all things. But if we can get you into shape, we might stand a chance. You'll lead my forces, inspire my people. Hopefully, everyone won't end up dead.
Hopefully.
He'll be here soon, and I'll be gone. Can't say I like the sound of that. I like the sound of other things, though, like birds and bones cracking.
Uh-huh.
We will speak when your task is complete.
Very well. May as well get the old man out here. Where's the spell?
Confused already? How very disappointing.
I know.
If I were you, and thank Sheogorath that I'm not, I would begin with the people who spend their day closest to Théoden.
Very well. That's all he's gonna give me. Which is more than enough, even though it was already obvious.
How may I serve?
Suddenly it's not raining. Isn't that interesting? Right, I'll wait around until 8 in the morning. Hello.
How can I help you this fine day?
I want to replace your ruler.
Such a kind and noble man. In times like these, it's good to have a leader who still enjoys all the modern pleasures Mania has to offer.
Pleasures?
Well, yes. Apart from enjoying his painting, reading a good book, or a rousing night of erotic bedroom games. I'm speaking of Greenmote, of course. There is no greater pleasure. If I didn't have such a busy daily routine, I'd likely indulge myself in its pleasures more often.
Daily routine.
At the risk of being rude, I must confess I don't like talking about the specifics of my routine. Théoden has too many enemies that may turn that knowledge against him. He depends on me quite dearly.
I bet.
Go
How about
ahead.
I make you like me better?
Blah, blah. All night. That's really... You're wasting your breath.
So what was that, admire and joke?
You're wasting your... Oh, please. That's great. Oh, you're full of it. Where'd you... It's good of you to say so. Oh, you're pathetic. Blah, blah, blah. What a bore. Is that so? That's really funny. Oh, you're a big fat liar.
I know.
It's good of... That's... Don't make me... Where'd you get that? You're wasting your breath.
I'm sure
You're
I am.
wasting... Thank you. That's great. Blah, blah, blah. What a You're wasting your breath. Very well. I see little harm in telling you.
Wasn't that successful?
After a bit of reading in the garden and running my special errand at noon, I like to shop at Books of Bliss. Around 8 p.m. we are served dinner. Gundlar is quite a chef and prepares Théoden's meals personally, adding just a hint of Greenmote. After that, we dance, we sing, or we do whatever else suits my lord's tastes.
Right.
Greenmote is the refined version of the spores that are harvested from the spore trees that dot Mania. We keep the green mote safely tucked inside the green mote silo. You can imagine the ruckus if its location was known. Only a select few, such as myself, know the silo's location. However, we are sworn to secrecy.
Thanks.
Yes, I must attend to him. Speaking to you has already cost me time. I must go.
Very well. Right, what was the update? Wide Eyes has described to me a bit of her routine. I'll need to find where she gets green mote from and obtain some without being discovered. Wide Eye mentions she does a special errand at noon every day. I should follow her and see where she goes.
Good day to you.
Very well.
Good day to you.
Good day, whoever you are. Suppose there's no harm in talking to you now.
What can I do for you on this fine, fine day?
Green mode.
I've heard of such a grand place. Ah, to imagine all that wonderful green mote under one roof. May all your days be filled with enlightenment
That was
and mirth.
bad. So she's reading currently. I don't know what that is. So I'm going to interrupt it.
Ah, you again. A pleasure, I'm sure. No time for chatter now. I have a few important things to attend to. Or did I? Ah, well.
I'll give it an hour or two. And then one more. He's painting now. The lizard is still reading.
Welcome to the Halcyon Conservatory.
I'm getting up and moving. So very good at the stealthing, aren't I? What was that? Don't mind me. She going back? I followed Wide Eyes to an unremarkable alcove in the palace courtyard. I stood watch from a vantage point. I observed Wide-Eye activating the secret entrance to the Greenmote silo. I need to get inside and procure 2 extra doses of the potent drug without getting caught. Okay. Sounds simple enough, I guess. There she is. Yeah. It's more than one. Golden Saint. Coming right this way.
You thought you could escape Lord Sheogorath's justice?
Oh dear.
Then we'll...
Should be safe now. What's that? Ah, lizard. Straight into combat if I get close. Don't think she's going to move. Do I have invisibility? No. Oh. Might be able to make a potion. Visibility. Right. Let's give this a go. seems to have worked. Problem is, if I activate it, she's going to find me. I've obtained 2 doses of green mode. I now need to sneak it into Faden's kitchen. Sometime before 8 o'clock, and attempt to slip an extra dose into his evening meal, and into his wine without being seen. Otherwise, try again tomorrow night. Gundler, prepare the meal in the morning, so I'll have to wait until afternoon to poison his food. Right. Surprised I managed to sneak past, even with invisibility. May as well just retrace my steps. Guessing there's not going to be an easier way. That wasn't too bad, I suppose. As stealth missions go.
Hello again, my friend.
Hello, how did you get out so
Yes?
quickly? Right, to the kitchen. No, I am running quite ahead on time here, so I think I'll have to end the episode here. As always, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next episode where I try and poison someone.